Hi, welcome to part 2 of the God Satan video lesson by Biffy Clyro. If you haven't watched part 1, highly recommend it because, for one, if you don't know chords shapes and the chords that I'm going to go through, you want to be able to see those, so I'm going to put a link up here. Hopefully that should appear. If it hasn't, you're doomed once again. But you really should be watching part 1 before part 2. Bear with me a second. Just get a power cable from my laptop. Yeah, if you haven't watched part 1, highly recommend it, because it does include most of the riffs that we're going to be using, because I haven't got much to teach in this one, but what I have got to teach I'll get straight into. So like I said, if you don't know the chords that I'm saying, go to part 1, explains all of them in perfect detail. So for the because we finished off, we did the verse, the pre-chorus and the chorus, really itchy nose, don't know why. Then you've got the, what I call the pre-verse, and this only appears after the chorus, well, after the first chorus, and it's a simple riff. You just go, so that's G, E minor, G, E minor, but that appears only once in the whole thing, and that's after the first chorus, so that's not really necessary, and you could have figured that out yourself, but you know, it's good to teach you that sort of thing. So you've got the so now we know the verse, the pre-chorus, the chorus, and the pre-verse. I'm calling it a pre-verse, but I don't know what it is. But now the chorus variation, cable's being annoying. There we go. The chorus variation appears in the second chorus, because you play the chorus riff through twice, and then you have a little variation. And God, someone's next to the phone pretty quick. But the chorus variation, you just play the chorus, which is now you play through the chorus 3 times, and then the variation will be in the 4th time. So they keep it to the number 4, which is quite good. But the variation is really simple. Like I said, only appears in the second chorus. So the first chorus you only play the riff twice. Second chorus you play it through 3 times, and then you've got the variation to make it 4 bars. I think it's called bars. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that adds up to 4 bars in total. But the variation just goes. So all you've got to do there is replace the G with the E minor. So normal chorus. And then this is the variation. So straightforward. Like I said, all you've got to do is replace 1 chord. Now the bridge is quite difficult to grasp hold of if you're not used to fast transitions between chords. But this is how it goes. Before I do it though, it looks faster and sounds harder than it actually is. So don't give up, okay? Keep trying. This is how it goes. Sorry, I messed that up totally. Hang on a second. Let's try it once more. I'll just run it through once, and then I'll teach you how to do it. Yeah? Okay, right, like I said, it's harder. It looks harder, but all you've got to do is you've got to maintain an E chord, E minor, sorry, correct me, E minor, and then it tells you to do an F bar chord. Now, an F bar chord is this. But sometimes that won't work out too well, because if you're trying to push down on the first fret with your first finger, especially up here, it can be a little bit difficult because It's right next to the next to this bridge. I think it's called a bridge, but that's a bit higher up than normal frets, so it's harder to push down. So they do advise that you do a variant, and the variant is just this. This is your E minor chord, this is your variant chord. All you're doing is moving your first finger from the 5th string 2nd fret to the 6th string 2nd fret. So this is your E minor, this is your F variant, and you only need to play that once, so it's barely recognisable, but it's good to know that you should be using a variant instead. So then you've got, and then G, and then that's half of your bridge riff done, so it's, and then you've got C, C, so that's C, G, then D. And you just repeat that, so you go, and that is basically the whole song, albeit the ending to the song. The ending is the pre-verse bit. Well, actually no, it's not the pre-verse bit, sorry, ignore that. It's basically half of the verse riff. So instead of carrying on, because in the verse riff you play C twice, but in this you only want to play it once. You'll see what I mean when I play it. So the ending of it goes, and you end on the C. So that is all you want to play for the end. You don't want to carry on and do C, G, E minor. You just want to keep it on the C and let that ring out, and you'll get that effect that they do achieve in the song. So that's all the riffs. Now I'm going to do a summary, and I'll list them, not there, here, and I'll list them and I'll put an arrow to which part I'm doing. So this is the order it goes into the verse riff, which is this. First time through, you want to run that 3 times. That whole riff that I just did there, you want to repeat that once more, and then once more again. Then you've got the pre-chorus, which goes through once, and you just go. So that runs through once, then you've got the chorus. First time through it runs around twice. Yeah, it is twice, sorry. And when I say it runs around twice, this is what you want to be playing twice. You want to repeat this. So you go. You just want to play that once, and then play it once more. And then you've got the pre-verse. I've called it the pre-verse, purely just so I can save time. But that is just G, E minor, G, E minor. I think that, yeah, that only appears once in the whole song, and that's after the first chorus, so you don't really need too much time to be spent on that part. And then you've got the chorus once again. I'll just run through it quickly. So you run through the verse twice, yeah, you run through it twice, and then you get the pre-chorus again, which is, and then this is where the variant comes in, because you play the chorus 3 times and the variant once, but I'll put them down here as 2 different parts. So you play the chorus, which is, play that 3 times, and then you play the variant, play that once. And then you've got the trickiest part of the song, as is always with most songs, the bridge, and then you play this through what I'm about to play, you want to play this through 4 times, and that goes just sped. Well, actually, no, I'll do it normal speed. You do this. Yeah, so it's E minor variant of F, G, C, G, D. And then to end it, you just do half of a verse, because a verse is 8 bars long, and the half verse is just going to be 4 bars long, so you're going to finish it on the C. Yeah, just finish it on the C, so you go. And let that ring out. If you're still confused about the orders, play it through, because I would have done some fancy editing, and it should be all there. So if you're still confused about anything, just go to part 1 or go to any part in this video, and it should be fine and ready for you to learn from that. But in the meantime, I'm not going to be making videos for a while because I've got exams and stuff, but I am getting a new guitar. I ordered it and I'm getting on the 15th of May, which is 2 weeks from now, or 2 weeks from the date I'm filming this. And I'll probably get roped into doing more covers on that, because it's an electric guitar, so I'll be able to do more, and different songs. So if you want to put requests in, go to my channel, put a couple of requests in, and I'm fine with that. But I hope this has helped you, and yeah, thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, it's much appreciated.